This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube, and this is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley, and it's brought to you by William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting, but remember, make it interesting responsibly, and by the L2C Media Network. And now, yep, it happened. Why? I have no idea, but here he is. We waited for this day to come, and it's come. Here's our host, the man with the details to the headlines and a red flannel day in sports, Steve, the Max. Thank you. How you doing? Can I take this hat off for a moment? Thank you. All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yep, I am in red flannel, and Harry, you don't need to be. Harry, your vacation started Friday. But for this, we can forgive you. Now, get the heck out of here and let Franklin do his job for the next 2 weeks here. Anyway, welcome everybody to the broadcast. And yes, friends, if you recall, last night I said that I was going to wear red flannel. I am wearing the red flannel. There we go. And of course, so I don't, do anything ill towards. I wonder, yeah, give me this one over here. No, give me the other ones. Give me the other ones. Sacredness. Yep, howdy, folks. My name is Clean. Yep, I am in the red flannels, and I'm going to show them to you right here. There's a place in Michigan, and we'll show you their website, that sells these red flannels. And yes, so I can, be safe. We love this channel. We love YouTube. Yeah. So we're not doing anything, ill towards, but here we go. I'm going to show you the flannels. And yes, these are the ones with the butt flap. So you will excuse my bigness. Over this way. Hello there. Wait, can we flip the light a little this way, please? There we go. Whoops. Whoops. Ludiental here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And whoops. It's just, there we go. And how you doing there? There you go. Little butt flap there. Yes, friends. There we go. Show you the whole thing. Yes, I am wearing something underneath the outfit. But, all right. There we go. Now that I have done squantoed. Yes, friends. Time now to do a little what we do best here on this show, and that is sports. Yep. I'm do some sports, get the microphone back in position. And okay. Weird doggies, baby. Weird doggies. We're on a little late, folks, but then again, isn't everybody on a little late? So let's get on with it. We're doing 40 minutes, and there you go. Let's take off the shades. All right. we go. I'm gonna just a little thank you. All right, let's go to it. Get you some headlines while we're all together being happy and contentable. And first, we got a little baseball, and oh boy, the Mariners. Ugh. Over the last few years, there have been problems with the teleprompter. Over the last few years, there has been a growing distrust between Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association. The Players Union does not like that teams are tanking, scaling back on their free agent spending, and manipulating the service time of their top prospects, among other things. The collective bargaining agreement expires in December. Negotiations are expected to be contentious. Now, service time manipulation is widespread, but damn near impossible to prove. Chris Bryant filed a grievance against the Cubs for manipulating his service time in 2015, and he lost the case because he lacked evidence. It's an open secret. Teams manipulate service time, for example, keep their prospects in the minors long enough to delay free agency. But good luck in proving that. The best evidence is provided those comments earlier this month during an event with the Belleville Breakfast Rotary Club. Mather indicated the club was not going to call up their top prospects last season for service time reasons, no matter what. A video from the February 5th event was posted on YouTube Friday, but has since been removed. The full transcript is available at Lookout Landing. Mather said, quote, if our major league team had a COVID outbreak or injuries and we had to call people up from the taxi squad, we were a little short on players because there was no chance you were going to see those young players at T-Mobile Park, Mather said. We weren't going to put them on the 40-man roster. We weren't going to start the service time clock. There were all kinds of reasons. If we would have had an injury problem or COVID outbreak, you might have seen my big tummy out there in left field. You would not have seen our young players, our prospects, playing at T-Mobile Park, end quote. Later in the video, Mather was asked about top prospect Jared Kelenic and said the club tried to sign him to a long-term contract similar to the 6-year extension they gave Evan White last year before White even made his MLB debut. Mather then indicated Kelenic will be called up this coming season after a few weeks in the minors, which would delay his free agency. Now, he said the same about top pitching prospect Logan Gilbert, as my up. He made the about Logan Gilbert quote. He's a very good player, and quite frankly, we think he's going to be a superstar. We control his major league career for 6 years, and after 6 years, he'll be a free agent. We'd like him to get a few more at-bats in the minor leagues, probably a AAA for a month. Then he will likely be in left field at T-Mobile part of the next 6 or 7 years. Then he will be a free agent. He won't commit beyond his free agent years. And here's a part of what Mather said about Gilbert. You won't see him on April 1st, but by mid-April, you'll see a young man named Logan Gilbert. He's the real deal. He offered an apology in a statement on Sunday night saying, well, hang on. Service time manipulation is technically not against the rules, but it is a bad faith tactic that amounts to wage theft. Manipulating service time equals delaying the player's first big payday. George Springer had his service time manipulated in 2014. How much more does he get as a 30-year-old free agent pre-COVID last off-season compared to the 6-year, $150 million he received as a 31-year-old this winter? Well, probably a lot more. Service time manipulation took money away from him and his family. For a player with zero MLB service time like Kelenic and Gilbert, all it takes is 15 days in the minors to push free agency back 1 year. Several teams have opted not to manipulate the service time of their top prospects in recent years, including the Padres with Fernando Tatis here and the Mets with Pete Alonso. But they are in the extreme minority. I know somewhere. There we go. Now, the 21-year-old Kelnick. Thank you. Now, the 21-year-old Kelnick was acquired in the Robinson Cano Edwin Diaz trade with the Mets. He hit .291, .364, .540 at three levels in 2019, and MLB.com ranks him the fifth best prospect in baseball. Spending 2020 at the alternate site paved the way for him to start reaching his potential as an all-star very soon, says the scouting report. In addition to his service time commitments, Mather complained about paying Hisashi Iwakuma's translator and said prospect Julio Rodriguez's English was not tremendous. He also claimed MLB teams lost $2.9 billion last year. Rodriguez, a Dominican outfielder, ranked number 2 in Seattle's farm system, responded on Twitter shortly after a video made the social media rounds. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, let's keep going here. We're on the air until about 1:30. But hey, how you doing? Welcome, everybody.
The toilet leaked, and I had to shut it off. And the floor on it was a mess. It took all the towels and that. It had that one leak, you know. So if you have to use it, just pee. If you have to do the other, you'll have to turn it back on and turn it directly on. All right.
Oh boy, never ends here. Never ends.
We'll get this tomorrow.
Anyway, continuing on our merry little chase in Sanborn. Here we go. Let's get some more. More headlines. The NBA. We got some NBA news for you as I move everything with respectability. And there we are. Okay. The Brooklyn Nets are on fire and closing in on first place in the Eastern Conference. On Sunday night, they escaped with a 112-108 victory over the Los Angeles Clippers to extend their winning streak to 6 games. 6 games. Wow. And move within a half game of the top spot in the East. With Kevin Durant still sidelined because of a hamstring injury, James Harden and Kyrie Irving led the way with a combined 65 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists. Their strong play had the Nets in control heading into the fourth quarter. Up by as much as 15 early in the frame, it seemed like they were well on their way to another comfortable win. Only the Clippers had other ideas. Paul George powered a late surge, and with 11 seconds left, they had the ball with a chance to tie or take the lead, and that's where we picked things up because things got pretty controversial at this point. The Clippers took the ball out of bounds in the front court and ran a play to get Kawhi Leonard the ball at the top of the key. As Leonard curled towards the ball, James Harden got caught up just enough on a screen that Leonard had an angled drive to the basket. He put his into the lane and laid the ball up and in for what he thought was a game-tying bucket. Instead, the refs called an offensive foul that wiped it off the board, gave the Nets the ball, and effectively ended the game. The general consensus was it was a bad call, and it's pretty hard to disagree. Leonard's forearm does make contact with Harden's chest, but there was no big push-off, and certainly nothing that should have sent the Nets star flailing backward. And besides, Harden initiated the contact in the first place, putting on Leonard at the start of the drive. Now, granted, this should have been a no call, especially with the game on the line. You don't want to completely change how you officiate in the closing seconds and ignore the obvious calls just because the game is close, but at the same time, the refs shouldn't be deciding the outcome. But unfortunately, that's what happened here. And wow, credible. Anyway. Okay. Okay. By the way, I'm doing the stream, so we're not ending this. We're going to keep going here. Okay. Let's keep going here. We got some big news. And the Timberwolves of Minnesota, they have fired their coach. That's right. Talk about your NBA. Timberwolves have fired their coach, Ryan Saunders, and they have hired Chris Finch away from the Raptors, per a report. That's right. The Minnesota Timberwolves lost to the New York Knicks on Sunday to fall to a league worst 7-24. So the Pistons are no longer the worst period. That defeat turned out to be the last straw for management, and the team announced shortly after the game that they fired Coach Ryan Saunders. What's more, they've already got a replacement lined up. Toronto Raptors assistant coach Chris Finch is expected to be named as the new coach, according to the Athletic's Shams Charania. The Wolves press release indicated a formal announcement. Got his start in the NBA as an assistant with the Washington Wizards and was on the bench in D.C. from 2009-2014. He then took an assistant's job with the Timberwolves and was eventually named interim coach after Tom Thibodeau was fired in 2019. After that season, he signed a deal to take the job on a permanent basis. He should have read the contract. And at 33 was the youngest head coach in the league. In a little less than 2 full seasons worth of games, Timberwolves won 43-94. They finished with the third worst record in the league and eventually won the lottery, taking Anthony Edwards with the number 1 overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft and has the worst record so far this season before his firing. Now, on some levels, Saunders was stuck in an impossible situation. It was almost total roster upheaval during his tenure, and more games lost to injury than you can count. When Karl Anthony Towns has only played 45 games in the last 2 seasons combined, there's only so much you can do. Still, with results like that, there's little surprise that the front office eventually decided to go in, yes, the proverbial different direction. Yep. The now turn to Finch, the highly regarded Raptors assistant, who was a front runner for numerous jobs this offseason. Finch began his coaching career overseas in '97 and has been on an NBA bench since 2011 when he was hired by the Rockets. The president of basketball operations in Houston in that time was Gershon Rojas, who is now running the Wolves front office. Now, Finch is highly regarded for his work on the offensive side of the ball, and Raptors coach Nick Nurse has called him one of the best offensive minds in the NBA. In an interview with The Athletic last year, Finch noted his affinity for playing fast and trying to be unpredictable, much like this broadcast. It'll be interesting to see what he's able to do with the Wolves team that has a lot of great talent, but hasn't been able to put things together or even gel. Obviously, injuries are a major caveat here, but they're ranked number 28 in offense this season, scoring just 105.7 points per 100 possessions. Wow. Okay. Why not? Let's give you the NBA scores while we're at this wonderful piece of fun. And here we go. We have a lot of final scores, so let's give them to you. Shallst we? We shallst. Okay, final in overtime. New Orleans Pelicans did a little Mardi Gras dancing of their own. They beat the Boston Celtics 120-115. Orlando Magic defeated the Detroit Pistons 105-96. Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 117-101. That wasn't enough. New York Knicks beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 103-99. Toronto Raptors beat the Philadelphia 76ers 110-103. Atlanta Hawks beat the Denver Nuggets 123-115. Brooklyn Nets over Los Angeles Clippers 112-108. Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Sacramento Kings 128-115. And that's your scoreboard for the NBA right now. Let's take you. Let's take you to the college hoops. That's right. Right, it's time for college hoops. Let's go to the men. Then we'll go to the ladies. Yes, hello, ladies. I'm wearing my bow tie for you. And what a game! I'm just going to say it. What a game it was today. By the way, March Madness is the selection Sunday begins in 20 days, 15 hours, 47 minutes, and 44 seconds. Let's get you the scores from a big day in for the men's side. Let's go to it. We got a game that's about to wrap up. Thank you. Everything is wrapped up. Third-ranked Michigan, a 92-87 victor over number 4-ranked Ohio State. Number 6-ranked Houston over Cincinnati, 90-52. 11th-ranked Iowa, 74-68 winner over Penn State. Number 21, Wisconsin, 68-51 winner over Northwestern. George Washington beat Rhode Island 78-70. Siena over Niagara, 68-66. Coastal Carolina, 65-55 winner over Georgia Southern. Colgate tried to put toothpaste over the tube, but they won anyway, 78-63 over Boston U. Delaware State, 75-58 winner over St. Mary's of Maryland. Quinnipiac, a 93-68 winner over Rider. Albany of New York over Stony Brook, 67-59. Mount St. Mary, 74. Farley Dickinson, 61. Sacred Heart, 86. St. Francis of Brooklyn, 82. South Florida, 83. Temple, 76. Holy cross, Batman! They beat Army West Point 67-51. Binghamton defeated New Jersey no, NJIT, whatever that is. NJIT. Anyone know? No. Oh, well. Yeah. Binghamton. I can't say it. Yeah. Binghamton 72-58. Maryland over Rutgers 68-59. St. Bonaventure 69. Davidson 58. Drake over Evansville 85-71. North Carolina A&T over Florida A&M 70-63. LIU an 81-79 winner over Central Connecticut. Bryant over Merrimack 76-60. UNLV a 67-64 winner over San Jose. Wagner 70-68 winner over St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Valparaiso 66-65 winner over Southern Illinois. Prairie View 77-75 winner over Texas Southern. ULM over Little Rock 78-66. The Navy came back, and, well, this bell is for them. They beat American 69-60. Lehigh 76-72 winner over Loyola Maryland. Xavier 63-51 over Butler. And University of Texas Rio Grande Valley over Dallas Christian 116-51. The postponed and or canceled events due to COVID: Wichita State, East Carolina, North Alabama Liberty, UNCW over Northeastern, Morgan State, Delaware State, Townsend and Drexel, College of Charleston and Hofstra, Western Kentucky and North Texas, Hampton, Longwood, Temple, Memphis, Louisiana Tech, Middle Tennessee, James Madison, Delaware, Clemson and Pittsburgh, Lafayette, Bucknell, North Carolina Central and South Carolina State, Western Michigan, and Ball State. There were your winners. On the other side of midnight, which we're now at the other side of 1 a.m., here are the women. And how did they do? How did they score? How did they play? Oh, you're going to love this. You are. You know you are. So I'm wearing the hat. So here we go. Michigan State on the good side of a victory over Purdue, 76-73. Virginia Tech, a 76-68 winner over Syracuse. Fourth-ranked North Carolina State, 82-63 winner over North Carolina. Fifth-ranked Texas A&M, 66-55 winner over Ole Miss. Seventh-ranked Baylor, 77-66 winner over Oklahoma. Eighth-ranked, Oregon State, a 71-64 winner over eighth-ranked UCLA. So there's going to be some major changes in the top 25. 11th-ranked Michigan over Ohio State, 15th-ranked, 75-66. 13th-ranked Oregon, a 72-48 winner over Southern California. 18th-ranked Arkansas, 74-64 winner over LSU. 22nd-ranked Georgia, 57-55 winner over 21st-ranked Tennessee. Michigan State, let me just check here, make sure. Okay. Michigan State beat Purdue 76-73. American beat Loyola Maryland 62-52. Marshall over Rice 68-56. Virginia Tech, a 76-68 winner over the 'Cuse. UNC Greensboro 58-50 winner over Chattanooga. Howard over Coppin State 67-45. FJCU an 87-58 winner over Jacksonville. Radford a 76-67 winner in overtime over Charleston South. South Dakota 76-54 over Oral Roberts. Northeastern over UNCW 78-58. Boston College over Georgia Tech 49-43. Holy Cross Batman a 60-52 winner over Boston U. Eastern Michigan 69-59 winner over Toledo. Fairfield a 60-46 winner over Monmouth. Furman over West Carolina, 56 voted for. Georgia Southern over North Carolina Central, 73-65. Villanova, 64-56, winner over Georgetown. Stetson Fit, 64-53 over Kennesaw State. Lafayette, a 70-60, winner over Lehigh. Liberty over Shepherd, 73-65. Mercer over Wofford in 2 overtimes, 83-74. Missouri over Florida, 96-80. Mount St. Mary over Bryant, 6-7-4-9. Norfolk State over North Carolina A&T, 65-54. Lipscomb, a 74-70 winner over North Florida. Kent State over Northern Illinois, 73-58. St. John's of New York over Providence, 65-47. Townsend over Drexel, 77-62. Little Rock, 46 winner over ULM or Ohm. Alabama, 71-63 winner over Mississippi State. Nebraska, an 87-72 winner over Penn State. Texas over Kansas State, 59-48. Where are we here? I'm lost. Brian over St. Mary. Lipscomb, 74. Kent State. Okay. St. John's over North Kansas. There we are. 66-46, Little Rock over ULM. Alabama, 71-63 winner over Mississippi State. Nebraska over Penn State, 87-72. Texas over Kansas State, 59-48. Washington State, 68-55 over Utah. California, 67-55 winner over Arizona State. Siena, 63-60 winner over Quinnipiac. Fresno State at 82-61 winner over San Diego State. St. Peter's, the 70-55 winner over Niagara. Florida Atlantic, 6-7-6-2 winner over UTEP. Colorado, 55-50 winner over Washington. James Madison, 6-5-6-2 winner over Delaware. Postponed and/or canceled games: Hofstra and College of Charleston, Canisius and Iona, Charlotte and UTSA, Marist and Iona. Delaware, Morgan State, North Texas, Western Kentucky, Nevada, Colorado State, Bellarmine, and North Alabama, Bucknell, and Lafayette. And wow. And believe it or not, I'm not only listening to the producers, but I'm also listening to Name That Tune, the Comic Skate edition, game number 4, and it's the ladies against the guys of Comic Skate, and the ladies, Mandy, Piper, and sitting in for one of the ladies is, of course, good friend, Mr. JJ, a.k.a. Sith Lord. So hopefully when their show concludes, we'll have the full house, full house Rachia to view this program as we go beyond mischief. Okay. Hi. So let's head over the NHL because, oh man, there's a lot of problem. There was a big problem this weekend that I think Gary Bettman should have realized. If you're going to do an outdoor game, do it at night. For God's sakes. Lake Tahoe is near, of course, a lake, and it's sunny. It's in the Pacific time zone. I mean, we had to wait till midnight for them to get the second period underway of the Vegas Colorado game yesterday. Man. Anyway, before we get to the problems, let's give you the scores. And do we have the score? No. So we'll give we'll go to last night's the scoreage. And here we go. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. So let's get to why are you not doing the proper thing there? Oops. Hold on. There we go. Hit the wrong button. All right. No, that can we get to last night's game, please? Please, there in the lovely control room. There we go. Okay, and the Colorado Avalanche beat the Vegas Golden Knights by a score of 3-2 in their game. So let's now go to today's action. Washington Capitals beat the New Jersey Devils 4-3. Oshie for Washington, 2 goals, 1 assist. Carlson over for Washington, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Backstrom for Washington, 2 assists. In overtime, Ottawa Senators beat La Canadiens de Montreal 3-2. Kachuk for Ottawa, 1 goal, 1 assist. Batherson for Ottawa, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Brown for Ottawa, not much. Boston Bruins over the Philadelphia Flyers, 7-3. Pasternak for Boston with 3 goals. Marchand for Boston, 2 assists. And Van Riemsdyk for Philly, 1 goal and 2 assists. In overtime, the Winnipeg Jets beat up on the Vancouver Canucks 4-3 in overtime. Dubois for Winnipeg, 2 goals, 1 assist. Pedersen for Vancouver, 2 goals. And Schleifer for Winnipeg, 1 goal. And the Rangers and Capitals were postponed due to COVID. So, to Piper on winning, name that tune with Hans Starr and Chris Knight. And it looks good. Anyway, hopefully, okay, the game has now ended, and that means probably Mandy and Peter will be over here shortly. I'm giving them a message right now. Okay, there we go, and I think, there we go. Oops. Okay, we're going to pause for a momentito here. We've got NASCAR review. We've got WWE review tonight. That was the Elimination Chamber, and maybe they should have eliminated it. All that and a bag of chips. And yes, we are in. Excuse me. I'm hoping this is not contingency here, but there we are. Suck in the gut and make sure make sure everything is safe. So there we go. I will stand again to show people. Anyway, got to do my commercials, so let's go to it. William Hill Sportsbook is up and running here in Michigan. And if you are downloading it, you'll get 2021 free bucks to bet and hopefully win. William Hill Sportsbook, where you can bet on anything, including make prop bets. William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting. But of course, make it interesting responsibly. That's right. Make it interesting responsibly. Why? Why not? And if you have a little problem with if you have a little gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7177, 1-800-270-7177. Kids, you gotta be 18 years of age or older to be doing that. So don't download it, kiddies. Don't download it. Do your own betting with Skittles and M&Ms until you're old enough. And we anyway, let's continue, and we got more headlines for you. So here we go. Deion Sanders victory in Jackson State, his first victory as the coach of Jackson State. Well, overshadowed. That's right. Deion Sanders won his college head coaching debut Sunday as Jackson State trounced NAIA opponent Edward Waters 53-0. But the game was quickly overshadowed by confusion over whether Sanders had been robbed during the game. Sanders ranted to reporters in his post-game presser that he believed someone stole his belongings out of the coach's office, alleging that his credit card, wallet, watches, and phone were all taken. He used the incident to illustrate how, when I talk about quality and raising standards, that it goes for everyone, man. Not just people on the field, not just coaches, not just teachers, not just the faculty. That's everybody, security and everybody. News of the allegation spread quickly, and Sanders claimed it was the second time he was robbed since taking the FCS job in Jackson, Mississippi. Within an hour, however, Jackson State officials told Sports Illustrated Russ Dellinger that Sanders' belongings were not stolen and had only been misplaced after being moved for safekeeping. WJTV in Jackson, Mississippi's Noah Newman reported that all of Sanders' stuff was found in his locker/office. But before the night was over, Sanders posted on Twitter doubling down the robbery allegation and stating that a staff member walked in on theft in progress. Jackson State also released a statement acknowledging Sanders had items taken from the locker room. The conflicting reports and statements over what happened capped off the beginning of what figures to be a fascinating chapter in Sanders' career. The FCS season moved to the spring this year amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and the Tigers are scheduled to play a 7-game regular season slate. Sanders, who had drawn attention to the Jackson State program with his status as a former NFL and Major League Baseball superstar, will need to put Sunday's misunderstanding behind him quickly. The Tigers are set to host in-state rival Mississippi Valley State on Saturday, and it should be a much tougher game than Sunday's romp against an overmatched foe from one of the sport's lowest tiers. Okay. Sorry, folks. Uh, okay. If you're wondering what's going on, I'm waiting for Name That Tune, Hanstar's little show to come to a conclusion. And I am outfitted. For those of you that don't know, yep, last night I made a promise to Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, and others to wear the red flannels, and I am. I am, of course, wearing the bow tie, and yes, the butt flaps are in and tight. So, hmm. Too bad we can't listen for a while. Okay, look. Anyway, let's we'll continue our little show of shows here. Get something here. Um, okay, final and everything was final. Goody. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any other come on, please? Okay, let's get to the scorages. And let's get you some football scores. We're supposed to we will extend, obviously, because everything has been going well here. So let's go to it. Premier League action. West Ham United beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-1. Leicester City over Aston Villa 2-1. Manchester City over Arsenal 1-0. Manchester United over Newcastle United 3-1. Scottish Premier Rangers 4, Dundee United 1. Ross County 1, Celtic 0. Forest Green Rovers over Newport County 2-0 on League 2. Scottish Women's Premier League action, they're all postponed. Women's international friendlies, Germany beat Belgium 2-0. She Believes Cup, USA over Brazil 2-0. Canada over Argentina 1-0. FA Women's National League North Premier Division and the Southern Premier Division all were postponed. Spanish La Liga, Barcelona and Cadiz tied at 1. Real Sociedad over Alves 4-0. Huesca over Granada 3-2, and Athletic Bilbao over Villarreal. Well, they actually ended up tied at 1. German Bundesliga, Augsburg and Bayer Leverkusen tied at 1. Leipzig over Hertha Berlin 3-0. Hoffenheim over Werder Bremen 4-0. Italia Series A. Parma and Udinese, you the brother, tied at 2. Inter Milan over AC Milan 3-0. Atalanta over Napoli 4-2. Benevento and Roma tied at goose egg. French League Uno, Montpellier over Rennes 2-1. Lens over Dijon 2-1. Metz over Nice, which is nice, 2-1. Nins over Bordeaux 2-0. I love Bordeaux. I drink frequently. Strasbourg and Angers tied at goose egg. Little over Lorient 4-1. Monaco over Paris Saint-Germain 2-0. French Coup de France, Aubin and Le Cap Ferret, or for those of you down south, Legi Cap Ferret, ended in a 2-2 tie. Aubange won 4-2 on penalties. Beauvais over Air-sur-la-Lys 4-1. Sommer over Gushin 1-0. Rumely Valores and Esprit les Mesures was abandoned. There was nothing going on. Stade Poitevin and Canet Roussillon tied at 1, but Canet Roussillon did win 4-2 on penalties. Le Puy Fou 43 and Chamel Etoile ended in goose eggs. Le Puy Foot 43 did win 5-4 on penalty. Vautugue de Chaperon over Les Hebers 1-0. Olympique de Alces 2-0 over Fabergé. Ajaccio over Saint-Brieuc 1-0. Sedan over Schitzenheim 4-0. Saint Louis Newegg and Macon tied at 0. Saint Louis Newegg did win 4-2 on penalties. Australian A-League action, Newcastle Jets over Melbourne Victory 1-0. Western Sydney Wanderers over the tied with the Wellington Phoenix 2-2. Austrian Bundesliga, Lask over Admira Wacker Modeling 2-1. Pellets over Sturm Graz 2-1. And Red Bull Salzburg over Rapid Vienna 4-2. Belgian First Division, Kortrijk over Anderlecht 2-0. Wargem over Standard League 3-2. Beerschot, and if you ever had a Beerschot, congratulations, beat Genk 2-1. Royal Antwerp and Sint-Truden's goose egg tie. Brazil, Bahia 4-0 over Fortaleza. Corinthians and Vasco da Gama, goose egg tie. Flamengo over Internacional 2-1. Atletico Mineiro over Sport 3-2. Grêmio over Atletico Pandanus 1-0. Santos over Fluminense tied at 1. Goiás and Red Bull Bragantino goose eggs. Danish Superliga action. We got a lot. There's a lot going on. So here you go. Turkish Super League. Hataspor over Uraspor 3-1. Antalyaspor and Gaziantep goose egg tie. Silvaspor over Kayserispor 2-0. Gotsep over Fenerbahce 1-0. In the Swiss Super League, it was Lugano losing to Luzern 3-2. Young Boys 2, Soviet 0. Zurich and Sion ended in a 1-1 tie. In Portugal, the Premier Liga, Pacos de Ferreira over Vitória Guimarães 2-1. Famalicão over Rio Ave 1-0. Sporting Braga over Tondela 4-2. Benfica and Ferenc tied at 0. Excuse me. In Greece, it was Olympiacos and Aris tied at 1. Giannia over OFI 1-0. Volos 2-0 over Apollon Smyrnis, and PAOK Salonika over Lamia 4-0. Dutch Twente and Feyenoord 2-2 tie. Walwick over Heracles Almelo 3-0. Heerenveen over Groningen 1-1. Eindhoven and Vitesse 3-1. Ajax over Sparta Rotterdam 4-2. And in the Danish Super League, it was Horsens and Odense Bold Club Goose Egg tie. Randers and Nordsjælland 1-1 tie. Aarhus in the middle of the road, or in the middle of the street, over Sounderjyssen 2-0. Brøndby over Vejle 2-1. There you go. And believe me when I tell you, the fun has just begun. Anyway. And it's deep in somewhere. Anyways, listening in, folks, and making sure everything is still in its right place. But we're on the red flannels tonight. And feeling happy. And of course, anyway, God, just I wish we can listen to. I wish we can air this. Can we, guys? It's almost over. But and I love Hans Star and his Name That Tune and the other games he does for his stream. They're great guys. And and I'm glad to say we are continuing to promote the fun out of everything. I'm going to be on for a little longer than usual tonight, as you know, so no one's going to miss the show. Anyway, they're having fun on one channel. I'm having a ball doing this, and I know we're an hour into the broadcast. You're welcome, but I'm having me a ball here, so excuse me while I put on the shades here. That's right, I'm putting on the shades. See if I can't. There we go. Hey, that's a little better. Should have done that earlier. But I'm glad, hey, we survived an hour. We're going to go at least extra. So, welcome to Monday, everybody. Glad to have you here. Here, I'm going to take these off one more time because I got to see the scores. And we want to say hi to all of our good friends on Facebook, on Gab Social, Minds, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all over social media tonight. All right, let's folks get going. Let's make it good because it's time for the scoreboard. And I look good in red flannel. Might just wear this tonight. You never know. Flannel doesn't chafe, but does it chafe? Anyway, we got, do we have any baseball? No baseballs. Okay. All right, let's get to it. About 1:51, we're hour into what I'm going to say is going to be 90 minutes of enjoyment. Let's see, we've done. Oh, I got to do it this way then. Okay, thank you. Thank you to the people in the control. Okay, by the way, the Bundesliga, did we do Bundesliga and everything? Yes, we did. Okay. Let's give you Czech Republic hockey scores. Cesc Bujovic 3, Ziln 2, Trinik 4, Liberec nothing, Sparta Prague 4, Mountfeld HK 1, Vitkovic over Karlovy Vary 5-2, Kometa Brno over Plzeň 1-0, Litvinov over Pardubice 3-1, and Milady Bolselv over Olomouc 4-1 on a day that was beautiful. Now, let's kick it over to some extra headlines, and then we'll check over how things are going on Indiegogo. And already we have a report that of a couple of folks questioning the hiring of Finch. And here we go. Okay, let me see if I can kill it here. Boom. Okay, now, hopefully I didn't kill myself. Nope, I'm here. Good. Okay, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum have questioned the hiring, and firing. The Minnesota Timberwolves have the worst record in the NBA, and because of that, they have become the first team to make a coaching change this season. On Sunday night, they fired head coach Ryan Saunders after less than 2 years on the job, and reportedly have decided on Toronto Raptors assistant Chris Finch as his replacement. Finch previously worked with Timberwolves president Gerson Rojas in Houston, but the decision still came as a surprise for a number of reasons. For one, it's a surprise anytime an organization has a new coach lined up this quickly, and two, coaches usually don't switch teams mid-season. There was also another question raised by Portland Trailblazers star Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Why didn't the Timberwolves give assistant coach David Vanderpool a chance? McCollum quote tweeted Lillard with, quote, make it make sense, respectfully. And Lillard wrote on Twitter, how the hell do you not hire David Vanderpool? And he's right there on the bench, and he's been in front office successfully and on the front of a bench of a winning team successfully for 7 years, and also has played a major role in the development of a dominant backcourt, shaking my damn head. It's important to note here that Lillard and McCollum are extremely close with Vanderpool, who, before joining the Timberwolves bench, was an assistant in Portland from 2012 to 2019 when Vanderpool left to go to Minnesota. Lillard made an emotional post on Instagram in which he wrote, "The day I never wanted to see in my career has arrived. At David Vanderpool, no words." But just because Lillard and McCollum are sticking up for their friend doesn't make their concerns invalid. Vanderpool has interviewed for a number of head coaching jobs in the past, and it's definitely fair to wonder why the Timberwolves ignored a qualified candidate who was already familiar with already familiar with the organization, even if the team felt it was best to shake things up and bring in someone from the outside. It seems like at the very least, Vanderpool deserved a chance to make his case for a job, and we happen to agree. But hey, you're the latest team in the NBA this season. You have to F up once in a while. And personally, I think the Timberwolves did, but we'll just see what happens. Again, debate not. Speaking of debate, we always like to do this. Why? Because we have vested interest. Let's give you an update now on Wart the Wizard. And that is, of course, Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, among other folks that helped out. Wart the Wizard, the portal of echoes, and see how good they did. We are continuing to follow this. And right now they stand at $4,440. Now, Wart the Wizard, the original, banked in, I think, about 12 to 13,000. I am not actually of certainty, but I think they can do better. So let's back this puppy totally and with gusto. $4,440 US dollars. That's right. We want to see that. I want to see that. No, we want to see that thing get up higher so it can beat the original Wart the Wizard. That would be fun, and I'm still saying it will by 200. I've lost the ability to speak. Some other events. Let's see. I think we've done the Indiegogo. That's right. Little update there as we normally do, and we're just standing by here and put on our little show of shows. Yes, I know we've gone above and beyond the call of anarchy and duty, but what the hell? Okay, do we have? I think we might have a couple more items we must appease. So once again, it is Wart the Wizzle. No, it's Wart the Wizard. Portal of Echoes. Wart the Wizard number 2, the Portal of Echoes. I want everybody to go to Indiegogo.com and back this thing. It is fantastic. Okay, back it. Get up, back it. Go to Indiegogo.com and back this. Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, among others, are the future of the comic book industry, and they are the new blood. So give them some love. Show them the love. Back Wart the Wizard, The Portal of Echoes, as well as other independent comic book debuts. Because these folks are the future of a great industry. There we go. I have made my plug for humanity. Now, let us kick off, and there is no, we have nothing, no media bites tonight. Gee, I wonder why. And we will continue our fun, our thrills. And by the way, I hope, Mandy, you feel better. Catching a bit of, I think, a bit of an ill, a bit of an ill, yes, a bit of an illness. But once again, to my friend Piper, congratulations on winning Hanstar's Name That Tune. Ooh. Okay, checking the oh God, yes, we gotta do some golf. I knew there was something there. Yeah, let's get you some golf. We also have G League. Damn, we're giving everybody a vicious plug, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're here. Hurrah! Okay, let's get to the golf, and let's get to the scores. By the way, Tiger Woods is non-committal on Masters while his back heals. And we have a winner, we have a winner in a playoff over at the Genesis Invitational we must talk about, otherwise we have a little sadness. Okay, do we have golf? Yes, we do. Thank you, boys. Good boys, good puppies, good guys, good peeps. Okay, Max Homa outlasted Tony Finau in a playoff at the Riviera. And he did it with class, style, and a unique eye. Let's give you the worded results. I know we're going overtime here. Play every golf tournament at Riviera Country Club. That's takeaway from Sunday's thrilling finish and two-hole playoff between Max Homa and Tony Finau, which Homa went on to win what is easily the most meaningful victory of the year. He called it his Masters after the round and certainly had the feel of the major championship for most of the day on Sunday. The day started early with first, second, and third round leaders Sam Burns, as well as several other players, finishing up the suspended third round at daybreak. Burns took a healthy two-stroke lead over Dustin Johnson, Homa, and Matthew Fitzpatrick into the finale at a track that was fast, firm, and ejecting players all over the place. After 31 on the front, Burns looked poised for the first PGA Tour win of his career, but he melted a bit, coming home with a 38 on the back and opened the door to a field that was standing just beyond it. Homa and Finau walked through. Homa, who dreamed of just playing in this tournament as a kid, shot a closing 66 to get into the playoff with Finau, but it ended with disaster after stripping his tee shot in the 72nd hole just behind Finau, tidying up a round of the day 64. Homa hit the shot he always imagined hitting, a baby draw to 40 inches to beat the best field of 2021. It was an excruciating as golf gets, but was somehow about to get worse. On the first playoff hole, Homa hit his shot out to the left, and it nestled up next to a tree. His only shot was to hit a wedge and try to hook something onto the front of the green. He somehow did and made a foursome as Finau. It made a four, same as Finau. It was the second straight day of miracle shots for Max on 10, which should be renamed the Homa hole. Homa made part, second playoff hole as well, and Finale Bogey led to victory number 2 in Homa's career. The range of emotions from the stiff iron on 18 to the missed putt to the stymie on 10 to the victory looked like a Jordan Spiethian roller coaster. It was more surprising that he was upright at the end of it all than the fact that he won. But here's a postscript. It was somehow better than the performance. After the green was cleared and Homa stepped up to the microphone, he immediately broke down. How could he not? When you care as much as Homa does and win at a place like this in the manner in which he did, words need not be spoken. Location matters, and for Homa, there's nowhere better than Riviera. Riviera presence matters, and for Homa to rebound like he did after the gaff on 18 was truly staggering. People matter, and for Homa to win, his family took him to as let's try it again. For Homa to win the tournament, his family took him to as a child is very monumental, and purpose matters. For Homa, it's taken the next step as a genuinely terrific PGA Tour player by winning a tournament that looked like a major on TV and certainly felt like one to him. That's right. He was a good one. The rest of the field, well, Burns was in third, Cameron Smith in fourth, and we had a tie for fifth place between Rahm, Hovland, and Fitzpatrick. And, there's your little golf report. We got to get to NASCAR, so that's what we're going to do. Let's give you a quick NASCAR reading here and give it to you quick because they were in Daytona at the Roval, 75 laps. And who would win? Now, last week, the Daytona 500, a man who has never won much came out and won the big race. Malcolm, what was the gentleman's name? Malcolm Perry? No. Let's see. Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500. Christopher Bell won the O'Reilly Auto Parts 253 at the Roval, the Daytona Road Course at the Daytona International Speedway. And next week, the Tour de Florida continues at Homestead with the Dixie Vodka 500. But here are the results. Christopher Bell first, Joey Logano second, Denny Hamlin third, Kurt Busch fourth, Brad Keselowski fifth, Kevin Harvick sixth, AJ Allmendinger seventh, Michael McDowell eighth, Ryan Preece ninth, Alec Bowman 10th. And who got the Leave It to Beaver Jerry Mather spot was Quinn Huff. He finished 40th. This was a weekend for Joe Gibbs Racing. They won Saturday and they won tonight. Now, post-race inspection in the Cup Series garage was completed without a major issue. They did find one unsecured. NASCAR officials did find one unsecured lug nut on the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota of race winner Bell and the number 2 Team Penske Ford of Keselowski. But everything else was kosher. Now, next week, race that will, of course, be on, I do believe, Fox. Next week, the Florida Tour will conclude with the Dixie Vodka 400, 267 laps, 400 miles, live from Homestead, Miami Speedway. You can catch the race on Fox and the Motor Racing Network. And there you go. Happy landings on a chocolate star. That's right. I dress with dignity, folks. There we go. I dress with dignity. Huzzah. So, I think, therefore, let's see, we had NASCAR. I think we've done it all. And we did. And we got about 9 minutes to kill. And I'm hoping we can kill it. But today was rather interesting, and I'm glad that we have did the thing here. And first of all, thank everybody for the kind words on our podcast over on Spreaker. It's not easy doing things, but this coming week, we're going to be, I'm going to be loading up some comedy clips for our producer to post up and put on. And also going to do a lot more of the finer things. Do we do some wrestling report or not? We will do that on Monday. Okay, thank you. Monday we'll bring you the Monday we'll do the chamber thing from tonight's pay-per-view. And of course we'll bring people raw. So that'll be tomorrow. No media report today, but I cannot wait to see the new look Bally Sports Detroit. That's going to be fun. Sinclair's got a lot of tushes. Yes, a lot of tushes to kiss to get the regional sports networks that they and Byron Allen own back on Hulu and other places before baseball season starts, because most of the teams are still in contract with what is now Bally Sports. Used to be Fox Sports, but I understand the transition will begin with the baseball season. So goodbye, Fox Sports Net. You were enjoyed. Now, just embark on silence. Okay, I think that's about it. Well, not yet. I want to end here at 1:30, just to make sure everything is, A-okay and good. I gotta remember, I've also got to do a little promo for our Spreaker shows. If anyone wants to be a guest on our show, right now we do the show on Skype. So if you have Skype, or if you don't, download it, and you can get a hold of us on Skype under the Last Call Cafe group. So just remember, I know we can't show because our camera is stationary, but our show, Last Call Cafe, we do it via Skype with Spreaker.com. So if we have any guests, they got to call us on the Skype line, which is, of course, you join Skype. It's free. But you join Skype and you look up Last Call Cafe, and you are instantly hooked in, and you can be a guest on our show. If you listen to the broadcast, want to make a little comment, same deal. You'll have to join Skype and call us up there, and there you go. Okay, how are we doing? 5 minutes? No, I can kill 5 minutes in 1 hour. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great Sunday. Now it is, we're 2 hours and 14 minutes into a beautiful, hopefully, Monday. We took a look at the forecast. In fact, I'm going to take a look at it right now and check out the layer, as it is called, while we that way. By the way, what are they planning to do with Bray Wyatt? I mean, they dropped the Fiend character a little too soon. This is what I don't understand. I mean, you started something. WWE started something with the Fiend and Alexa Bliss, and once again, it looks like she is going to be hung out to dry, as it were. And if that's the case, then once again, creative has, if you'll excuse the expression, screwed BF and Pooch. And if that's the case, well, they need to get a clue. And that's about all I got to say on that. Get a clue, WWE. Boy, it's been a long day. We got 3 minutes to kill. No? We're going to kill it up to 1:30, and then we're going to say bye-bye. And I'll give another chance here to show my appreciation to everyone. Let's see. Do we have another little chicky poo poo here? I tell you, it's unique. It's unique what we do. Yay! All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna look up the red flannel store so yeah you can see it. Do. Yeah, I'm going slow. Whoop. I know we got a red flannel store in Michigan because that's where I got this. And it is. Wow. It's in Rockford, Michigan. And they do have a website. It's called the Red Flannel Factory. And just want to show this to our crowd here. It is a family store. Just give me a little look, see. We can get it close enough. Red Flannel Factory. There it is. And it is, as they say, the family store. I'll read you a little bit of it. Welcome to one of Michigan's oldest traditions. It all began in 1936 in the midst of the worst winter in years. The whole country suffered in the grip of heavy snow and sub-zero temperatures. A New York feature writer bemoaned the fact that here we are in the midst of an old-fashioned winter and there are no red flannels in the USA to go with it. The local newspaper, the Cedar Springs Clipper, owned and edited by the Clipper gals, Nina Babcock and Grace Hamilton, answered the writer with the red-hot editorial stating, just because Saks Fifth Avenue doesn't carry red flannels, it doesn't follow that no one in the country does. Cedar Springs merchants have red flannels. And it goes on that sadly, the fact that 1949 saw the true start of the red flannel manufacturing, with May Oppener stitching undies in her home, and in 1952 the business became known as the Francis Lee Red Flannel Factory. Soon the business grew into an industry and was now became known as Soon the business grew into an industry. Underwear was now being stitched on machines at the Cedar Springs Red Flannel factory. Sadly, the factory suffered some setbacks over the years and in 94 closed with the headlines predicting no red flannels in 95. However, local businesswomen kept red flannel production going in Cedar Springs just because they believed that red flannels were just too important to fade away. Through the efforts of 17 seamstresses, family, and friends, there were red flannels not only in 95, but every year since. In 2007, the company was purchased by one of the seamstresses in an effort to keep the red flannel spirit alive. The company will be called the Red Flannel Factory once more with wholesale and internet tools. Red Flannel Factory LLC hopes to cover the world in red flannels, and I feel comfortable in mine. And there I go. There we are. Ba-boom. I'm in my red flannels, and as we say our goodnights. By the way, very good prices, too. In fact, I may just buy another pair. But if you would like, let's just shrink that down. By the way, the home base business is for sale. If you want to own a little bit of history, contact Pam at redflannels56@gmail.com. And this is incredible, but they got some great items here. And if you want to, you can go to their website, which is redflannels.com. This is one of Michigan's oldest traditions. And they are handcrafted in the USA. Let's just show you once again. There you go. What started in Cedar Rapids continues here in Michigan. The Red Flannel Factory. There you go. Okay. We are plumb out of time, and it shows. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will once again, I will show the outfit that I'm wearing tonight. So as we say our goodnights, I'm of course got my little cowboy hat on. So, and excuse the gut, it is a work in progress. But here we go. I'm gonna switch around here so you can see the red flannels in the greatest of form and stature. I know, hourglass figure, and yes, they do have the butt flap. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm frightening from the side. Hello. There we go. A little Zoftig there, but a little practice, I could be a model. Okay, bring it up here. Okay, folks, it's going to wrap it up for us. Hope you enjoyed a Red Flannel Sunday edition of Sports Final. I might just wear these tomorrow, except the bow tie won't be on. So thank you all very much. I'm going to take the bow tie off, as a matter of fact. There we go. Kind of looked classy, didn't I? No. Anyway, thank you all very much for your time and not punishment. Thank you for your time. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Best unpredictable sports show is on the air always. Until then, yeehaw. Good night. God bless, and may the good Lord take a liking to you and to your relatives as well. Thank you for your support. Good night. I am Steve, the Backsman Baxley. That's going to wrap it up for us. If you miss us live, don't worry. We archive, so you won't miss us, but we'll miss you. Please don't miss us tomorrow. I don't know what we've got, but it's going to be fun. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. That is it. Good night, everybody. And please, everyone, have fun, embrace, and celebrate life because you only get one shot at it. You get a second chance, but hey, take it, enjoy, embrace, celebrate life, and remember to always love. Thank you. Good night. Blessings. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We will see you folks tomorrow night at the strange, if not great hour of 11:35 p.m. Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Sunday over on the West Coast. Good morning on the East Coast. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a red flannel day. Good night.